What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, and there is midweek Premier League this week, and that can only mean one thing, and that is predict the Prem. And let's get straight into it. A full host of Premier League fixtures this week, ranging from Tuesday to Thursday. I'm not sure why they've added in the Thursday, but hey ho, we move. Let's go and see the scores. It's 154 to Sim, 146 to myself, and let's start off with the Tuesday games. That is Newcastle against Norwich, and I have gone for a Desmond. What have you gone for?
I've gone for 2-1 Newcastle. I've gone for Howe to get his first win as Newcastle boss. They weren't great against Arsenal. They definitely, although they probably could have got a goal, but they weren't particularly good. Against Brentford, they got a 3-3 draw. And I know Norwich had a good start in the life under Dean Smith, but I reckon Newcastle just could shade this one.
Interesting. I mean, Norwich have slightly impressed me over the last couple of weeks with their new manager. Newcastle haven't really got going yet under Eddie Howe, but you know, it's probably a perfect fixture for them to get their first win for Eddie Howe. But I've just gone for a 2-2. I've played it a bit safe, seeing as Newcastle just can't really buy a win at the moment.
True.
So, yeah, I've gone for 2-2. He's gone for 2-1. Let me know your prediction in the comment section below as we move on to Leeds against Crystal Palace. And it looks as though we've all gone for the same scoreline in this one, 1-1.
Yeah. Palace had a very disappointing performance and result against Villa on the weekend. Leeds got a lucky draw against Brighton. Both teams struggling for wins, really, at the end of the day, despite the fact that they've had some decent performances. Palace more so, playing quite well throughout the season without getting the wins their performances deserve. But I've got a feeling with this Leeds side, the Palace are going to struggle to overcome them. So I've just gone for a 1-1.
Yeah, I think Palace, for all their great early season form, I feel like their performances are kind of declining of late. But obviously, they're not like terrible and losing game after game. But I just feel like they're declining slightly in terms of their performance levels. Where on the other hand, I know they didn't have a good result against Brighton, but I was very impressed when they came to the Tottenham Stadium, Leeds, with a depleted squad. So I can't really split the teams in this one. So that's why I've gone for 1-1. Let's move over to the Wednesday games, and the first one is Southampton against Leicester. I've gone for 2-1 to Leicester.
I've gone for 2-2. I've gone for a draw. I think Southampton, disappointing result against Liverpool, really bad defeat, and they also lost to Norwich before that. But Leicester, as much as they're got the result on the weekend, they're still not convincing me with their performances, and I think Southampton could nick something in this game.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you don't really know what Leicester are going to show up. A very Jekyll and Hyde team this season, but I feel like they will just have a bit too much for Southampton this week. And Jamie Vardy, absolutely firing form. So I think that will be a bit too much for Southampton. That's why I've gone for the 2-1 win, away win for Leicester. As we move over to Watford against Chelsea, a London derby at Vicarage Road, I've gone for 3-0 to Chelsea.
Yeah, I've gone 4-1. I've gone for backing Watford to get a goal in this one. But other than that, I think Chelsea are going to run riot. I think Watford, for all their good work going forward, they're so open at the back, which has led to some spectacular results. But with lots of goals, but not necessarily wins under their belt. You know, 5-2 against Everton, 4-1 against Man United, 4-2 against Leicester. So there's definitely been lots of goals. So I reckon they might get a goal, but I think Chelsea are going to be too strong.
Yeah, I can't really see them getting a goal, to be honest, against a Chelsea side which is so organised, so compact. I mean, the way they play their football, they just, you know, leave little to the opposition. They really do. And with Romelu Lukaku potentially coming back as well, I've gone for a resounding 3-0 win to Chelsea. Let's move over to the London Stadium as West Ham welcome Brighton to the London Stadium. I've gone for 2-1 to West Ham.
Yeah, I've gone 2-0. I just think Brighton are struggling to score at the moment, and West Ham are very solid defensively. They make it hard for teams, even though Man City completely dominated the game. They still didn't get a second till very late on, where you know how West Ham like to play. And with Brighton's porous attack, I just think they're going to struggle to score. So I've just gone for a comfortable West Ham win.
Yeah, I was thinking 2-0 to be honest, but I changed it to 2-1 after seeing the previous results between the two sides. I mean, over the last 3 games, they've been both teams as well. I think the last 5 or 6 games, both teams have scored in every single one. Last season, I think it was 2-2 and 3-2. So I've gone for West Ham to win, but I think Brighton will sneak a goal in there at some point. So for me, 2-1 to West Ham. Sim's gone 2-0 to West Ham. Let me know your predictions in the comment section below as we move over to Wolves against Burnley. I've gone for 1-0 to Wolves again.
1-0, yeah. I've gone 1-1. I've gone for Burnley to get a result. Wolves struggled on the weekend against Norwich. Burnley are a team who haven't lost many games recently, playing quite well. So I think they do have it in them to frustrate Wolves. So I've gone 1-1.
Interesting. I think Wolves would be too strong. I mean, I've said it many a time on this series that I've been very impressed with Wolves this season. And I think they'll just sneak it 1-1, but I think it won't be one for the neutral, that's for sure. As we move over to Aston Villa against Man City at Villa Park, I've gone for 3-1 to Man City.
I've gone for 3-0. I've gone for clean sheet for Man City. I think they, I know they conceded right at the end against West Ham, a wonderful goal, but I think Villa, as much as they've had a good start under Gerrard, I think they'll come unstuck against a very well-oiled machine in Man City.
Yeah, I agree. They will come unstuck this weekend against a very well-oiled, no pun intended, machine in Man City. But I think that I think they'll find a goal at Villa Park. I really do. I think if this game was at the City of Manchester Stadium, I probably would have said 3-0. But seeing as it is at Villa Park, I've given them a bit of home advantage and to get a goal, but to lose 3-1. As we move over to the Merseyside derby, I've gone for 2-0 to Liverpool. You've gone for 2-0 to Liverpool. And you can catch a watch along that we're doing for this game on freebets.com YouTube channel on Wednesday night. But what's your reasoning?
Yeah, I just think Everton are really struggling to score at the moment. No Calvin again. It'll be no Calvert-Lewin. I think Richarlison's back, but I still think Liverpool too strong the way they're playing at the moment. I think they're going to take the sting out of this derby, and it will be a good win for Liverpool. 2-0. I think probably Salah on the score sheet again. I just think Everton are bang out of form. They're struggling to score even against the likes of Brentford, struggling to create chances. The fans are turning on Benitez already. So I can't see anything but a Liverpool win.
Yeah, and what I'm hearing is this is the first Merseyside derby in a very, very, very long time that Everton have failed to sell out, which is very interesting.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and the fans are turning toxic there. I can't see anything but a Liverpool win. If it was against anyone else, to be honest, I probably would have gone for an even more resounding victory. But Everton always seem to turn it on when Liverpool come to town. Well, they're always in town, but when they come to Goodison, I think that Everton have failed. I mean, Liverpool have failed to beat Everton at Goodison for the last 3 or 4 games there. Usually it is 0-0. I think it was 3 years in a row it was 0-0 at Goodison. But with the state of the both teams are at, Everton can't buy a win at the moment. I think that's how many, 9 without victory or 8 without victory for Everton. Yeah. And Liverpool are just blowing away teams. So I think it's going to be 2-0 to Liverpool. Let's move over to the Thursday games. Tottenham against Brentford at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And we've both gone for 2-1 there.
Yeah, I can't. I think Spurs will struggle to keep a clean sheet, to be honest. As much as I would like them to, I think Brentford got their tails back up now after 5 consecutive defeats. Now got a draw and a victory in their last 2. And with their threat from set pieces, I think they'll probably get a goal. I'm just hoping Tottenham's quality will shine through and we can get the victory.
Yeah, pretty much the same thinking, to be honest. I'm just hoping that we can put in a performance and come away with 3 points. Last game of the week is Manchester United against Arsenal at Old Trafford. I've gone for 2-0 to United.
I've gone 1-1. It's Rangnick's first game at Man United manager, which could mean that new manager bounce. But I just feel like Arsenal at the moment. I know they lost 4-0 to Liverpool, but they're a much more organised team right now than Man United. I think it's going to take Man United a bit of time to get used to how Rangnick wants to play, and I think in this game Arsenal could come away with a point.
Interesting. I've gone for the new manager bounce. I think that anyone Arsenal have come up against this season that have any bit of quality or that showing any bit of form, they have dropped points to this season. And I think Man United will be no different. Yes, they're not on form, but since Solskjaer has gone, they got an impressive second half victory against Villarreal, a hard-fought draw against Chelsea a couple of days ago. So I think this game, I think they'll beat Arsenal. I really do. And I think Rangnick is going to have them fighting, and I think the players are going to want to prove to the manager that there should be in this Man United team to stay. So I think Man United are going to have a comfortable 2-0 win against Arsenal. So that is our predictions. Let's move over to the star man And I've gone for Romelu Lukaku.
Well, Lukaku, they playing Watford. I've gone for Heung-min Son, who hasn't been the most in form of late, but I think after a few days rest, a week's rest even, since his last game, not playing on Sunday, hopefully he'll be a bit fresher, and I got a feeling he might turn up against Brentford with something.
Interesting, yeah. With Chelsea away at Watford, it's not even guaranteed Lukaku's going to start coming back from injury, but I got a feeling he will. And if he does, and Chelsea stomp them like we think they will, I think Lukaku can get a goal or two. So I've gone for Lukaku. Sim has gone for Heung-min Son. Let me know in the comments section below if you have any thoughts regarding any of our predictions. I want to know your predictions in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.